shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roof, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. This tornadic thunderstorm will remain over mainly rural areas of south central Lauderdale, southwestern Colbert, and northwestern Franklin counties, including the following locations: Malone, Posey Loop, Pogo, Mount Hester, Srigley Church, New Bethel, Allsboro, Maud, Barton, and Red Rock. To repeat, a tornado is on the ground. Take cover now. Move to a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors in a mobile home or in a vehicle, move to the closest substational shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. KI4KWR, Skywarn in control.
All right, guys. So Spotter's reporting a tornado with this one. I just got a good view of it myself. That's actually why I went live. I went live before the warning even came up. So tornado has been observed with this one. Tornado warning for south central Lauderdale County and northwestern Alabama, southwestern Colbert County and northwest Alabama, northwest Franklin County and northwest Alabama. Confirmed tornado has been observed by spotters. It's moving off to the northeast, east-northeast. These were the cells I was talking about earlier that would eventually move into areas of northwest Alabama. So let's go ahead and get this up. So I do see some rotation. Also seeing a bit of rotation in this one south of Waterloo, moving kind of northeast toward Gravely Springs, but this one down here looks a little bit more concerning. So I'm going to get a different radar view here. Yeah, I could tell that tornado was on the ground as it moved to the west of Tashomingo. A debris signature showing up there. Looks like the rotation is just now crossing over into Alabama at this point. Right there's the couplet there crossing over into, it looks like right on top of Burnstown, Maud, moving to the northeast toward Minot. Not sure if it's on the ground currently, but other scans show it was a little while ago. Not seeing nothing at the moment, but it was confirmed on the ground earlier around Tashomingo. Mean looking little cell here. It will be rain wrapped, so more than likely you will not see it. So again, areas looks like yep, it was confirmed over Tashomingo State Park. That was what I saw just a minute ago. Looks like it's moving off to the northeast. Be mainly rural areas of south central Lauderdale, southwestern Colbert, and northwestern Franklin counties, including Malone, Posey Loop, Pogo, Mount Hester, Srigley Church, New Bethel, Allsboro, Maud, Barton, and Red Rock. So right back here is where it was observed at, like right in there is where the Doppler radar indicated a signature just a little while ago. I swear, I think I'm going to hit that probably 100 more times before I get the right one up. There we go. Okay, so we done went past that timeline, so it's can't really show everybody at the moment. So we've done moved past that, but let's go on. All right, so I'm not seeing it on the ground right now. It has crossed over from Mississippi into Alabama. I do see a signature on there showing rotation, but I don't see it on the ground at this point. I do see an interesting signature there. I'm going to check that out on correlation. Yeah, there was a nice debris signature south of Tashomingo just a little while ago. Not seeing nothing at the moment. Very strong velocity signature, though, with this thing. These winds are crazy. Showing winds 70 miles per hour possible in some areas of that storm. So definitely, regardless if you got a tornado or not, there's some potential for some damaging winds in there. Also some hail. I do have a TVS signature. It's showing up. But I'm not sure how accurate that is at this point. It's a TVS tornado vortex signature showing up on a secondary radar I'm looking at. So yeah, our timing may have to be adjusted big time because it looks like it's moving into northwest Alabama at 10 o'clock. And we may have a new tornado trying to form with this here. Thank you, Sarah. Appreciate that. I just heard something. I don't know what it was, but anyway. Yeah, this is not in our area, for those who might be wondering. This is over to the west, northwest Alabama.
Giving everybody a reminder, we are under a tornado warning for south central Lauderdale County, southwestern Colbert County, northwestern Franklin County, and northwestern Alabama till 10:30 p.m. At 9:50 p.m., a confirmed tornado was located over Tishomingo State Park, moving east at 35 miles per hour. Weather spotters confirmed tornado. Flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. This tornadic thunderstorm will remain over mainly rural areas of south central Lauderdale, southwestern Colbert, and northwestern Franklin counties, including the following locations: Malone, Posey Loop, Pogo, Mount Hester, Shrickley Church, New Bethel, Hallsboro, Mont, Barton, and Red Rock. I repeat, a tornado is on the ground. Take cover now. Move to a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. KI4 KWR, Skywarn and Control.
Okay, sorry. I had to step back there for a minute. Let's see. Trying to see if the newest information's come in yet. High resolution models have still not come in on this, and that's what makes forecasting the timing so difficult. Normally our high resolution models would have already been in a long time ago. The newest update still wanting to show the main line getting there around 1 a.m. But it doesn't look like it's updated either. So that's just great. We'll check it under another NAM model here. Go. Yeah, it's still showing 1 a.m. For Northwest Alabama, which don't really add up at all what I'm seeing on the radar. But anyway, the cell's looking a good bit more intense than what it was a minute ago. So I know we have this moving through Northwest Alabama right now, but I'm thinking this is just ahead of the line. I'm thinking the initial line is what it's showing around 1 a.m. Sorry about that. Yeah, my mom and dad's in there watching Twister. I said, well, I'm tracking Twisters in real time, so there you go. Okay, so we got a pretty decent signature showing up on velocity here, just to the northwest of Freedom Hills Wildlife Management Area. That's just to the southwest of Cherokee, and that is northwest Alabama. Or I think that's Colbert County. Let me double check that. Yes, that is Colbert County. Just wanted to make sure. We got a pretty nice little signature there. And the storm's looking a lot more intense than it was than the last scan. So we may have something. Yeah, we do have a very nice signature. Lots of lightning. We do have a TVS signature showing up right over that area rotation. And it's going to move. Look at the latest scan. It's going to move right toward Cherokee, very close to it, maybe just a little bit south of Cherokee. We got some storm spotters out there ahead of this thing, so I'm trying to see who that is, if I know any of them. All right, so we've got a few spotters out there that's right ahead of this thing. They really need to watch where they're positioned at. That rotation looks like it might go just slightly south of Cherokee on this newest scan here. So not seeing a debris signature. I'm using a second radar.
Any local nets in Franklin or Colbert County at this time that anybody knows about? If so, please pass on the frequency so I can document KI4 KWR. The J-head is on 146.61.
All right, so this thing's headed, looks like just to the south of Cherokee along, that looks like Highway 72, E. Lee Highway 72. Looks like it's going to go very close to Cherokee, but just south, kind of toward Barton. The Barton area is what it looks like on the scan here. Very close to Freedom Hills Wildlife Management area currently. That's where it's at. And again, pretty good looking signature on the radar. Some nice rotation. We got a nice inflow notch going on. It's getting very close to Highway 72. Just south of Cherokee, but pretty nasty little cell there altogether. We're beaming. Let's beam from, see if Huntsville covers it any better, and I really doubt it. Yeah. Still seeing a good area of rotation. Just slightly north of Freedom Hills Wildlife Management area. And just south of Cherokee. And we've got two spotters along the highway here. We got one spotter right here. And looks like we got two more spotters like right here where these blue dots are. Those two on the back side there, they need to be watching it. Yeah, this thing's getting really close to the highway. Another TVS signature showing up. Yeah, unless we get some of these spotters here that's able to see it. This thing's rain wrapped. Very hard to see, even on the radar. I'm looking through several different scans here, and I'm not able to see anything on the ground, but I see a very intense rotation. And it even looks like there almost might be something there. So yeah, this is a very intense storm, and I can't tell. It almost looks like there is something on the ground, but I can't tell at this moment because it's in such a difficult spot. But I do see a radar scan that's giving me an idea that this is a very tight rotation on the radar. And I'm seeing something that almost looks like a signature on a debris signature, but can't confirm it at this moment. So really hard to tell. But anyway, there is a tornado warning in effect, so need to take it as such, regardless if it is or not. I know that scan is pretty concerning looking scan there that I'm seeing on the radar here, and the hail is the updraft is really picked up on this thing, so I would not doubt it. That's probably, I figured that's probably what I'm seeing. Now that makes a bit more sense. Really intense updraft. So I have to keep watching the correlation and see if we get any spotter reports of a tornado, because we got spotters all along the highway there. We've got like 5 or 6 of them along Highway 72 now, so if there's a tornado, we should be getting reports of it. But it will be completely rain wrapped. You would not be able to see it, but there's definitely a good indication of a tornado there on the radar. So it wouldn't surprise me to get some reports here in a minute as it's crossing Highway 72, just south of Cherokee, just slightly to the south of Cherokee. There is a nice inflow notch, so it is a very intense cell. Very possible there could be something trying to wrap up. Okay, I see something now. So it's a little bit odd looking signature. I'll let it update one more time. Looks like along Highway 72, like right along the highway. All right, bear with me. I'm going to back up and look at it. Okay, another scan here. All right, so I'm looking at it through a second scan. I'm not seeing it on this one like I was that one. Yeah, that's a very nasty looking cell, that's for sure. Crossing the highway, I mean, I would not doubt if it wasn't on the ground just then. Yep.
South of Cherokee and north of Minot. I know the public
as I've been saying that.
To the repeaters. So
okay.
Keeping everybody in the loop. And it is moving towards Red Rock and the Barton area.
All right, so it is continuing to tighten up, and it is going right toward Barton. So if you're in a town of Barton or a city of Barton, you need to be taking your tornado precautions. Hopefully you've already done that because it's about to be on top of you. Very intense signature that there could be a tornado developing, if not already. Very intense rotation with that. I'm starting to see the velocity really tightening up on the radar right along Highway 72 south of Cherokee. Yeah, it's like right along Highway 72 now, just to the east of Cherokee, going right toward Barton. It almost looks like there was a signature of some type. I'm not 100% sure, but I would figure those spotters will be reporting something by now. So I'm actually checking in with the spotters to see if they've reported anything. And I'm not seeing any reports from the storm spotters that are currently right in the rotation. Michael Uravok is like right in the rotation, right as it's crossing right now. So not in a very good spot at all. He should follow his friends that are staying further south of it. But hopefully, yeah, if there was anything, we should be seeing a report of it here. That's for sure. Very intense inflow. Let me take a look at the chat. Didn't even think to look and see if you guys could even see half of what's going on there. Okay, tornado on the ground near Red Rock. I thought I seen the signature along the highway there, but I wasn't 100% sure because it's really noisy from the radar site that I'm looking at. It's in Cherokee County. Okay, spotter verified it's on the ground. I don't know why they haven't reported it yet, but maybe that's not good. Okay, so that explains a lot. Okay, yeah, I'm actually able to see what looks like debris as it crosses the highway. There's 72. I'm looking at it on another radar, and I wish this radar had the tools that this one has. I'm not able to. Okay, there we go. There we go. It's showing up now. On the ground south of Barton. I'm looking at a signature now showing up. Looks like it may directly impact the city of Barton or town, so be underground. Hopefully you already are. Very intense signature there on the Doppler radar indicating a tornado going across Ely Highway 72 right toward Barton. Excuse me. So if you're in Barton, you definitely need to be underground. It's a dangerous situation. Yeah.
Fort KWR, Skywarn Control. The tornado warning for northwestern Franklin County is canceled. The tornadic thunderstorm which prompted the warning has moved out of the warned area, therefore the warning has been canceled. The tornado watch remains in effect till 3 a.m. CDT for northwestern Alabama. A tornado warning remains in effect until 10:30 for south central Lauderdale and southwestern Colbert counties. At 10:14 p.m. CDT, a confirmed tornado was located near Cherokee or 10 miles west of Tuscumbia, moving northeast at 45 miles per hour. Weather spotters confirmed tornado over Tishomingo State Park. Flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. Locations impacted include Posey Loop, Mount Hester, Cherokee, Strictly Church, New Bethel, Barton, Tuscumbia, Red Rock, Priley, and Sheffield. To repeat, a tornado is on the ground. Take cover now. Move to a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor. flying debris. Torrential rainfall is occurring with this storm and may lead to flash flooding.
Yeah, that's a debris
Vehicle through flooded roadways.
signature. Oh, I hope it.
Skywarn in control.
That is just so crazy that you can't see it through the correlation coefficient, but you can see it through the velocity. That is a debris signature. I'm hoping and praying everybody in Barton was all right. Yeah, none of the spotters that I'm seeing have reported a tornado with this, and, you know, as close as they were, I don't know why they're not reporting it. I'm hoping that our spotter that was in the path of that, okay, good, he seems like he got out of the way, so I'm hoping he's all right. Looks like he just jetted south of it, so good. Hopefully he's all right. Yeah, he definitely backed it way off, so that's good. Literally got out of the way right as it crossed. That was a really close shot that I would not have wanted to be. I wouldn't have wanted to do that. So, yeah, he's braver than me. Okay, so it's continuing off to the north, kind of to the east near Tuscumbia. Tornado was on the ground. Looks like it may have hit Barton. The town of Barton, possibly, or the city of Barton. Hope that ain't the case, but we'll know pretty shortly. Let's take a look at the chat, see if anyone's seeing anything else. This is headed, looks like really close to Tuscumbia and Sheffield, so kind of to the northeast in that general direction towards Sheffield and Tuscumbia. Don't want to forget Florence either. You guys are really close to this too. The warning's not been extended into Florence yet, but this supercell is coming that way. Thankfully, not as intense as it was. But we did have a debris signature there. I'm still seeing a debris signature on it, but that's probably pretty high up in the air. It looks like south of Woodland right now, or very close to Woodland. Still seeing some debris, and that's actually what you're seeing with this orange. That was debris. Okay, so the debris signature's gone now. Looks like the rotation is just south of Woodland. This thing could touch down again. So it did touch down and lift. Hope everybody in Barton's okay, as it looks like it may have touched down just south of them, or like really close. Rotation now is on top of Woodland, moving to the northeast. Looks like it would go more toward the Sheffield area and close to Florence. So if this rotation continues, warning may need to be extended to include Florence here shortly. So still a nice area of rotation. I'm thinking they need to go ahead and extend that. I'm not sure if it does include Florence. I don't believe it does. Let me make sure that hasn't changed. No, it does not include Florence, but it does include Sheffield area. Yeah, if this rotation continues, they will most definitely need to extend it into the Florence area. Still a very nice rotation on radar. So if you're in Florence, if you're in Sheffield, take your tornado precautions. We're going ahead and say in Florence because this rotation is moving to the northeast, very close to you, even though you're just right outside the warning box, literally just right outside of it. If you're in Sheffield, Florence, go ahead and take your precautions, especially Sheffield. You're really close to this area of rotation, and it's approaching you very quickly. So it was on the ground just moments ago. It looks like it now lifted, not seeing debris on the radar anymore. Moving right towards Sheffield. and kind of in between Sheffield, toward Sheffield a little bit more than Florence, but you're close enough. Let me take a look at chat. No, this storm is well away from DeKalb County, like way away from DeKalb. Yes, that's correct. This is in West Alabama. Thanks, Isaiah. Hey, how you doing? I just realized you're on here. Sorry about that. Nothing heading toward our area yet. Just to let everybody know, I see some people asking. Nothing coming toward our area yet, or at least this stuff here. It will be moving into our area as we get into the morning hours on Sunday. But right now, tracking this dangerous supercell just because it has produced a tornado. So yeah, this thing is moving kind of to the northeasterly track. It looks like that's what it's trying to make more of a northeast turn now, which will put it going very close, if not in between Sheffield and Florence, or right toward Florence. I'm not sure why that warning has not been extended. Just to be truthful with you, looking at that signature, let me look at it to a second radar and make sure that there's something I'm not missing here. Okay, so still a broad area of rotation still showing up. All right, so I'm starting to see what looks like the radar showing a little bit more increase, a little bit more of an increase in the rotation there. So let's see if it'll update. This thing could be trying to drop a tornado again. I still don't know why that warning has not been extended. As close as this is getting to Florence, and it just produced a tornado. It's across Highway 72, not that far away. So, yeah, that's just slightly concerning on my opinion, with my opinion here. So and I'm trying to get something done on my phone here, and it's overheating. So bear with me on that. Trying to get several things done here at once. But yeah, if you're in Sheffield and Florence, you need to be underground. That storm's moving awfully close to Florence, and I'm seeing winds, which we're beaming pretty far away too. So I got to keep that in mind. But those winds are going to be very high, damaging winds along that. Okay, another debris signature showing up now. I'm seeing a debris signature west of Sheffield going toward Florence. Doppler radar indicating another debris signature here showing up just to the west of Sheffield, going very close to Florence. If you're in Florence, you need to be taking your tornado precautions right now. Seeing another signature showing up, and why they have not extended that, I have no idea. But we need to be getting this extended.
National Weather Service in Huntsville, Alabama has issued a tornado warning for west central Limestone County and north central Alabama, eastern Lauderdale County, southeastern Culver County, north central Lawrence County.
Tornado warning extended now to Florence. You need to take tornado precautions now.
Was located over Sheffield, moving east at 40 miles per hour. Broadcast media confirmed tornado. Flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows.
All right, if you're in Florence, you need to be underground right now. If you're in Sheffield, if you're in River Oaks, if you're anywhere along, looks like Highway 20 and Coffee Road near Florence or River Oaks, you need to be underground now. A very intense debris signature now showing up.
Killing around 10:40 p.m. Lexington around.
Very intense signature on the radar here.
Impacted by this tornadic thunderstorm include Green Hill, Northwest Alabama Regional Airport, Coxie, Oliver, New Bethel, ground. Take cover now. Move to a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Tornadoes are extremely difficult to see and confirm at night. Do not wait to see or hear the tornado. Take cover now. Torrential rainfall is occurring with this storm and may lead to flash flooding. Do not drive your vehicle through flooded roadways. KI4 KWR, Sky 1 in control.
All right, so a very intense tornado on the ground. Seeing a very intense signature just to the northwest of Sheffield. It should be moving very close to Florence. So Florence, if you're in Florence, you need to be underground right now.
Lauderdale and southwestern Colbert counties will expire at 10:30. The tornado warning that was previously in effect has been reissued and is in effect until 11:15. Please return to that bulletin for the latest severe weather information, which I did just read. We are still under the tornado watch until 3 a.m. for northwestern Alabama, KI4 KWR.
All right, so this thing's already going to be a bit of away from the track. Florence, hopefully, if you're in Florence, you're already underground, taking your tornado precautions. It does look like it may have lifted. Did see a lot of debris, but looks like it may have lifted. Doesn't matter, though. If you're in Florence, you need to be underground, like you should have already been underground. 7 points, Florence, north, looks like to the north of Sheffield. Very dangerous storm there. I already produced a tornado 2 different times. Let me get this tool off of here. If it will go away, that would be great. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Tornado warning for west central Limestone County and north central Alabama, east Lauderdale County and northwestern Alabama, southeastern Colbert County and northwest Alabama, and north central Lawrence County and northwestern Alabama. At 10:26 p.m., a confirmed tornado was located over Sheffield, moving east at 40 miles per hour. Areas impacted Sheffield, Tuscumbia, Florence, and Muscle Shoals around 10:30 right now. So, again, not seeing debris on the radar, but this storm has a history of producing tornadoes. Just moments ago, it could touch down any moment. Florence looks like it will be like right in the center of the rotation where it's headed, or maybe just a little bit south. I'm trying to look at the rotation again. Looks like it's going to pass really close to Florence. So still a pretty good little signature showing up there on the Doppler radar.
To keep everybody in the loop, KI4 KWR, Sky 1 in control. The tornado warning that has been issued has been listed as confirmed. That warning will go through till 11:15 p.m. KI4 KWR, Sky 1 in control.
All right, so till 11:15, this warning's in effect, and it has produced a tornado already 2 different times. Pretty good debris signature showed up on that last scan, which was very concerning there. So that was, pieces of housing, wood, who knows what it could have really been, but that was a pretty intense signature there. Don't like seeing that on the radar, but yeah, going right toward Florence. Should be over Florence right now. And I've got 2 different radar scans here, and neither one of them's updating. Yeah, I believe there's probably going to be some damage in Florence from this storm if it doesn't weaken. Okay, I'm seeing something else on the radar near Florence. This thing could be trying to touch back down. I am seeing another signature near Florence, just to the south of Florence. That could be something trying to touch down there. So again, if you're in Florence, you need to be underground or you need to stay there. Looks like it's right along Highway 20 near Coffee Road, just to the north of Sheffield and going toward Florence, very close toward Florence. This thing could be on the ground again or trying to. So again, if you're in Florence, been warning for a little while now, need to be underground. You need to stay there till this dangerous cell passes on by. It's going to be Savannah Highway and Coffee Road. Looks like that's right where the rotation's at, the main part right in between Savannah Highway and Coffee Road. Hopefully this will miss Florence. but it's too early. You can't really call it at this time. But I did see something on my other scan there that grabbed my attention pretty good. Looks like it may be trying to touch down if it isn't already. Yeah, correlation is pretty much useless this far out. I do see another intense signature just to the south of Florence. It's probably right over Florence currently. Just haven't got an update. All right, so next in line would be Wilson Heights, Woodland. Let me get some other areas out here, see if there's any updates. All right, so the next areas impacted or potentially impacted by this would be, of course, it's already past Sheffield, moving toward Florence right now, probably over Florence currently. Muscle Shoals around 10:30, which was just like 3 or 4 minutes ago. It'll be around Florin around 10:35, Killen around 10:40, Lexington around 10:55.
Control. As confirmed with a storm spotter in Florence. Take cover. Highway. Take cover. Looking at the camera I'm looking at. If you are in the Florence area, please take cover. KI4 Kilo Yard.
All right, so we're getting reports of a tornado by camera right now. Some of our radar techs are reporting a tornado, and also spotters there. Looks like approaching Florence. You need to be underground, as said. Been warning for quite a few minutes. Saw something on the camera. All right, now it looks like it's moved right over Florence currently. All right, I'm going to need to switch radars. We're getting out of range here. Let's see if high top will cover it any better. Yeah, that's a really bad spot. Yeah, right on top of Florence right now is where the rotation is, and I'm in a really bad radar spot. It's closer to high top, but high top's still overshooting it. So I'm gonna, we're in a really bad spot right here. All right, looks like it's northeast of Florence now, the tornado, northeast of Florence. Going toward, looks like kind of towards St. Florin, maybe toward the Barley Springs and Killen area. But I'm in a really bad radar spot. We're beaming way too high up. And my closest radar is high top, and I don't know, it's just too high up. But might still be able to see something on it. Yeah, we're in a really bad spot on the radar currently. All right, so if you got family in Florence, hopefully they've already been underground, heeded the warning. It looks like the tornado did pass really close, if not right on top of Florence. I've completely, in a really bad spot radar-wise right now, and I'm trying to figure out what I can do to get a better shot. Still a good-looking signature on the radar there as it moved to Florence. Yeah, like high top is literally the only choice I have. Yeah, that is really, really frustrating when it gets into an area like that with the radar. It's just beaming really high up. Like I wouldn't even be able to see at this point a tornado unless it pulled debris back up, that'd be it. We're in a bad spot.
KI4KWR, KD4MPW. Steve, you said Sheffield, is that correct? KB4BRG, repeater. He said he was on Alabama Highway 150 or 133, 2 to 3 miles north of 72. I'm not sure. I don't know that area well enough. Copy that. I think that's Colbert, but I'm not 100%. Let me try to confirm that with you. Appreciate it. KD4MPW.
.43 and 72. Okay. All right. It looks like it's weakened a lot on this scan, but still a big time damaging wind maker. That's for sure. Producer rather, not in a good radar spot still. But very thankful for the storm spotters at this point. Not in a good spot with the radar, so sometimes we just can't see what's going on at the ground in situations like this. So spotters very important. Still seeing rotation just to the east of Florence, so it has passed Florence. Yeah, there's 43 and 72. That's where that report was at. Yep, 72, right? That's exactly where it come across. We had a report of a tornado with that. See if there's any new information out. We're still trying to confirm some details from that spotter. Haven't got any confirmations yet. Huntsville will eventually start clearing up here in just a minute as far as the radar scan goes. The closer it gets, we'll start getting out of that bad area of the radar where it's there. We got two different radars pretty much maxed out. It's like right there where that area is, where they're both maxed out, reaching really high up into the storm, both sides. So as this thing moves a little bit further east, it'll move closer into Huntsville's area. And we'll eventually be able to see a little better picture. I still see rotation with it. But can't really tell a lot more at this point. Looks like it's toward Wilson Lake Shores, Petona Point.
Real quick, before something else jumps up. KI4KWR, Skyward Net Control. The severe thunderstorm warning for central Lauderdale, Colbert, and northern Franklin counties will expire at 45. The storm which prompted the warning has moved out of the area, therefore the warning will be allowed to expire. However, heavy rain is still possible with this thunderstorm. A tornado watch remains in effect until 3 a.m. for north central and northwestern Alabama. Remember, a tornado warning still remains in effect for northeastern Colbert County, eastern Lauderdale, for far northwest Lawrence County, and southwestern Limestone County. KI4KWR, Skyward Net Control.
Now, basically, we're just relying on storm spotters and debris. It's pretty much our only heads up at this point with this one because it's in a bad area. Of course, there is some broadcast media that they do have radars that are local and they're able to see a little bit closer. They don't cover very big of an area like the Huntsville radars do and some of the others, but they're still able to see some stuff we're not able to see. Especially when it comes to storms like this, right in between and a bad spot. No, this storm will not go into Jackson County. It's staying. It's going to move up into Tennessee. It looks like. And yes, I do think that there's a possibility the tornado will actually extend into the cab. And what we're looking at is actually the main line now moving through northwest Alabama. It's 10:43, and it's already coming through northwest Alabama, so that timing's going to need to be adjusted a lot. This thing's moving a bit quicker than first anticipated earlier. All right, I got to cancel something real quick. I do see some broad rotation on it. Yeah, I know I'm pretty on it when it comes to the radar. I'm pretty accurate with it. I've been doing it a long time, so I'm very accurate with it. I was calling Florence for a little while there before it ever even touched down and moved that way, so you just never know with these supercells, though, what they're going to do. They can move in some odd directions, and they can do some odd stuff, and I'm still in a very bad spot with radar. Okay, so there is some really broad rotation with it. I'm looking at it through a secondary radar here. Still beaming really high up. But I do see something. I'm just not able to tell what it is this high up. Looks like there's rotation to the northern side of this cell as well. I cannot make it out. Looks like there's something right here.
Warning for west central Limestone and north central Lawrence counties is canceled. The tornadic thunderstorm which prompted the warning has moved out of the warned area, therefore the warning has been canceled. At 10:42, let me go back one line, I'm sorry about that. The tornado warning remains in effect until 11:15 p.m. CDT for eastern Lauderdale and east central Colbert counties. At 10:42 p.m. CDT, a confirmed tornado was located over Killen or near Florence, moving northeast at 45 miles per hour. Broadcast media confirmed tornado.
Okay.
Flying debris will be dangerous to these.
That explains a little bit.
Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed.
So it's
roofs, windows, and vehicles.
And I can't even see it.
This tornado will be near Killen around 10:50 p.m. Lexington around 10:55 p.m. Other locations impacted by this tornadic thunderstorm include Green Hill, Center Star, Northwest Alabama Regional Airport, Kingstown, Oliver, Whitehead, Fort City, Elgin, and Anderson. To repeat, a tornado is on the ground. Take cover now. Move to a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors, in a mobile home, or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. Tornadoes are extremely difficult to see and confirm at night. Do not wait to see or hear the tornado. Take cover now. Torrential rainfall is occurring with this storm and may lead to flash flooding. Do not drive your vehicle through flooded roadways. KI4 KWR, Skywar Net Control.
All right, so notice that we have broadcast media confirming this. You know, looking at the radar, it looks like there's nothing much hardly over Killen, but yet they've got some radars that are smaller. They're able to see stuff that we're not able to see currently because we're in a really bad spot with the radar. I could try to shoot from Lawrenceburg, but it's off air and it won't even go down that far. So we're in a really bad spot with the radar right now. So we're just relying on eyes pretty much, and by that's pretty much what we're relying on at this point. Okay. Yeah, I absolutely hate this. Yeah. I swear we need a radar over Northwest Alabama. This makes you feel absolutely hopeless. You can't see anything. Anyone seeing anything? Maybe you're watching some of the broadcast media. I mean, anybody seeing anything from them? Because this is just ridiculous. Yeah, we definitely need a radar over in Northwest Alabama or something. Like we need a radar over there because it is really bad spot. All right, I see a message from operator has popped up. Yep. Okay. All right, now near center star there, starting to pick something up. Again, it's one of those deals. Very bad spot on the radar. I do see rotation there, but I can't make out much. It's still beaming up pretty high. Yeah, it's not nothing I can really do, but I do see some destructive winds along that line. I can definitely tell you that much by visual. There's some really high winds, probably 60 miles per hour. Of course, went through Killen, moving to the northeast, kind of toward Anderson, Lexington, and Rogersville. There's a nice bow echo showing up. And tornado warning is still in effect for another 22 minutes. I'm seeing some pretty good hail core developing now. That's going right toward Lexington. Lots of lightning in there, seeing it start to strengthen up again. Yeah, I do see something near Center Star. I've been looking at that area for a minute or so now. I do see rotation there. And I thought I seen something else a minute ago, but I can't confirm it with any of these scans. It's still a really bad spot. My goodness, I wish that scan wasn't even there. That one's just annoying. I'm going to click on it another 100 times before I get it right. I'm seeing rotation, looks like it started right on top of Center Star to the east now. I'm also seeing some stuff up here near Lexington as well, but right there's the area I'm watching currently to the east of Center Star. It's starting to get a lot brighter in color, so there may be something developing there as we're getting a little bit closer to the Huntsville radar site. Looks like my chat has officially stopped. Massive power outages in Sheffield. Thanks, Goosepond. I appreciate that. Goosepond Weather Watcher. I'm seeing something spinning up to the east of Center Star. That little area rotation is looking better and better with each scan. So this thing may not be done just yet. All right, Iris, take care. Iris, I appreciate it. DeKalb County shelters do not open up unless a tornado watch is issued, so I don't believe so. I know my multi-stream messenger thingy on here has went down, so I don't know what's up with that. At 10:48, it was confirmed on the ground again. So that was a while back. Alrighty. So I'm seeing something really concerning with that one. That I'm looking at it on two radars. The one I'm confirming too is the one east of Center Star currently. And of course, it's to the east of that now, but the radar hasn't updated just yet. All right, it just updated, so not showing up as much of a signature now as it was. That's good news. Now that's weird because it shows that it's weaker. It looks weaker on the other radar compared to what I'm seeing on this secondary radar I'm using. It looks a lot more intense on this secondary radar. secondary radar shows, an interesting signature. And radar scope is usually the one that's on top of it. So let's see if that other scan shows what this one does. I do see a kink in the line, which is very close to where I'm seeing that area rotation. So I'm definitely seeing some decent rotation. There's some heuristics here that's grabbing my attention for sure. There may be something trying to develop there in that area. It looks like it would come very close to Anderson. And yeah, very close to Anderson. And I think that's Highway 207. Also Whitehead, don't let me forget about them. It's almost right on top of you in Tunersville as well. But there is something right in there going on. I can't get a good visual. It's still pretty far out of radar range, out of the decent areas of the radar, and it's completely out of range of the Columbus Air Force Base radar at this time. So we got 16 more minutes till this drops. The last update looks like it's 10:42.
Warning for northern Limestone County, in north central Alabama, and northeastern Lauderdale County in northwestern Alabama.
Yeah, there we go.
Until 11:45 p.m.
Sometimes you move away and show up.
p.m. A severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Rogersville, or 18 miles northeast of Muscle Shoals, moving east at 45 miles per hour. Radar indicated rotation with a tornado and quarter-size hail. Flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. This dangerous storm will be near Rogersville around 11:05, Ardmore around 11:35 p.m. Other locations impacted by this tornadic thunderstorm include Good Springs, Cartwright, Oliver, Mount Roselle, Anderson, Lester, Kingstown, Whitehead, Cairo, and Holland-Chin. Take cover now. Move to a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors in a mobile home or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. Heavy rainfall may hide this tornado. Do not wait to see or hear the tornado. Take cover now. This storm has a history of producing tornadoes and widespread damage in Colbert County. KI4KWR, Skywarn at control.
Well, that's definitely not what you want to hear. So there has been damage in Colbert County. I just hope everybody got to shelter in time. So they have extended it further out. And looks like... okay, that was... never mind. All right, so currently we have these Tornix supercells here approaching Anderson and Rogersville. Also, tornado warnings out on those. Destructive winds. Of course, these storms here have a history of producing tornadoes and widespread damage in Colbert.
Central Colbert County is canceled.
Okay.
The thunderstorm which prompted the warning has moved out of the warning area, therefore the warning has been canceled.
A new one has been issued out.
Tornado watch that remains in effect until 3 a.m. for north central and northwestern Alabama. At 11:01 p.m., a confirmed tornado was located Lexington, or 19 miles east of Florence, moving northeast at 45 miles per hour. Damaging tornado and quarter-size hail. This tornadic thunderstorm will remain over mainly rural areas of northeastern and Lauderdale County, including the following locations: Elgin, Kingstown, Whitehead, and Anderson. I repeat, a tornado is on the ground. Take cover now. Move to a basement or interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows if you are outdoors, in a mobile home, or in a vehicle. Move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. Tornadoes are extremely difficult to see and confirm at night. Do not wait to see or hear the tornado. Take cover now. Torrential rainfall is occurring with this storm.
Okay, I'm really confused.
Drive your vehicle through flooded roadways. KI4 KWR, Skywarn Net Control, stand by for any reports.
Okay, so the information he just gave and the information that I've just got is totally different. I'm wondering if maybe he was reading some outdated information. That's why I'm clicking on both warnings, trying to figure out what is going on. Okay, so let me make sure I got everything correct here. Okay, so that's till 11:45. Severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Rogersville, or 18 miles northeast of Muscle Shoals, moving east to 45 miles per hour. Radar indicated rotation. Doesn't say nothing about it being confirmed on the ground. And that's where my confusion's at. Let's look at the secondary one. New tornado warning out. Doesn't say nothing about it being confirmed. National Weather Service issued a tornado warning for northern Limestone County and north central Alabama, northeast Lauderdale County, and northwest Alabama until 11:45. Now, that's the new warning we just got up. Notice the text here. It states at 10:58 p.m. a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Rogersville, or 18 miles northeast of Muscle Shoals, moving east at 45 miles per hour. Source radar indicated rotation. So I'm not seeing anything in any of this wording that says that it's on the ground. So I think he might have had some outdated information. And even looking at the radar, I don't see it on the ground. I see rotation, so I think possibly he might have accidentally read some information that was outdated. Everybody makes mistakes, but surely it would have updated by now. Let me check my secondary radar and make sure that I'm not missing something here. Okay, so I do see an interesting signature on the radar near Anderson. But even in the wording on here, it's not saying it's on the ground. Okay, hold on. I think I just got an update in. Let me have a look at that update. Now again, it could be something with my deal here. Just making sure. Okay, no, I see what he's talking about. Radar Omega has let me down once again. Looking at radar scope, it says 11:01. Confirmed tornado was located near Lexington, or 19 miles east of Florence, moving northeast at 45 miles an hour. That's broadcast media confirmed tornado. Okay, so that was on my radar's end, so I apologize. He had it right on. Broadcast media confirming the tornado. I do see, of course, a signature showing up on the radar now. And yeah, that just goes to show you. Sometimes these radars, they don't update right. So still, not showing anywhere confirmed. So sometimes it's best to use more than one radar for that reason. Broadcast media reporting it on the ground. Let me check that back again. I'm still seeing a signature there. And I do see a nice Some nice RFD backside.
KB4VRG repeater.
This thing is about to move into Tennessee. They have put a tornado warning out for areas in Tennessee, so it will eventually move up into Tennessee. So I do see what looks like a bit of a signature there as it crossed over Anderson. No, south of Anderson. Seeing a little bit of something there, but I still can't make it out. All right, so bear with me. We're going to close this radar out and see if I can get it to update. I feel pretty useless at this point. The radar doing that at such a critical moment. And it's okay. Now we're starting to show up. There it is. It just didn't update. Near Lexington or 19 miles east of Florence, maybe northeast of 45 miles per hour. Okay. Now we're starting to make more sense. So it turns out I was seeing something the whole time. It was just that my radar wasn't updating the warnings correctly. All right, so this thing's about to move up into Tennessee currently. All right, so we're going to back out real quick. Very interesting storms there, that's for sure. Lots of damaging winds with them. And there's our cold front that's responsible for all this. And we're at 11:11, and the radar earlier showed, or the NAM model showed it being where it's at around 1 o'clock. So this thing is moving a bit quicker than what it was anticipated. All right, so our high resolution models have finally updated. All right, so it's wanting to put it along I-65 around 5 a.m. I mean, it's still wanting to put it along I-65 at around that. Yeah, something's not right. I don't know what is going on with these models. I'm checking a different source, but this does not make sense at all. So bear with me. I'm in the background checking another source out. I mean, these models have been absolutely crazy.
KQ4DHH Jesse. Says Canada Fort Caterpillar Skywarn in control. You are good. Thank you, Harvest, Alabama. Standing by.
Okay, now this makes more sense. Shows it getting along I-65, actually just a little bit further east of where it's at now, around 1 o'clock. That makes, or no, 12 o'clock. That makes a lot more sense than what the other was showing. I don't know what is going on with that. Looks like it gets along I-65 and starts to move into portions of Jackson County, rather the western and northwest portions of Jackson County. Let's look at that timing again. So I'm going to say about 5 o'clock. Let me back all that back up again. I don't know, it's glitching out on my end. I don't know what's going on with it. I'm going to close them and open them back up again. Let me take a look at this tornado warning. Okay. Okay. So the only real explanation that I actually have for any of this would be this is a line that's developed ahead of the main line, and there will be another one developed along the front.
Control. The tornado warning for northeastern Lauderdale County will expire at 11:15. The storm which prompted the warning is moved out of the area, therefore the warning will be allowed to expire. However, gusty winds are still possible with this thunderstorm. The tornado watch remains in effect until 3 a.m. for north central and northwestern Alabama. KI-4KWR, Skywarn and Control.
All right, so this is now moving up into Tennessee. Still a tornado warning out for another 29 minutes, it shows, if that's even correct.
Tornado warning remains in effect until 11:45
Okay,
p.m.
good.
for northern Limestone County at 11:14 p.m. CDT. A severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located 9 miles northeast of Rogersville or 14 miles northwest of Athens, moving east at 40 miles per hour. Radar indicated rotation of tornado and quarter-size hail. This dangerous storm will be near Ardmore around 11:35 p.m. Other locations impacted by this tornadic thunderstorm include Good Springs, Cartwright, Lester, Cairo, Holland Gin, Mount Roselle, Laketown, and Elkmont. Take cover now. Move to a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. KB4TRT repeater. Heavy rainfall may hide this tornado. Do not wait to see or hear the tornado. Take cover now. This storm has a history of producing tornadoes. KI-4KWR, Skywarn at Control.
You're in what looks like Legtown, Salem. I'm guessing these are little cities or towns. Need to be taking your tornado precautions. The storm is moving your way, kind of to the northeast. Tornado warning in effect until I believe it's at 11:45. I will check the models again here in a minute, see if they can get their act together. But I've never seen these models as crazy as they are lately. It's just hard to do anything with them. Okay. All right, so there's our cold front and there's our main line. So regardless of what the models are saying, right there is, what we're going to get. And it's already moving through northwest Alabama, kind of to the northeast. Okay, so we got a storm tracker coming on up this way, so he's kind of getting ahead of everything, looks like. All right, so what we're going to do is take a break, see if we can't make more sense out of what these computer models are doing. I don't even know that they know what they're doing computer model wise at this point. So we're going to wait for another update to come in and see if it shows different, because right now it's not making sense. So, of course, almost forgot we don't need to break just yet because we still got a tornado warning up. So, yeah, I need to kind of hang out till that cancels at least. Even though it is moving up into Tennessee here in just a few minutes. Okay, a confirmed tornado. Right now, a confirmed tornado was located 11 miles northeast of Rogersville or 13 miles northwest of Athens, moving east at 40 miles per hour. We have a tornado confirmed. Damaging tornado and quarter-size hail. It actually updated to the minute this time. Emergency management confirmed tornado. Let's get on with the path. Other locations impacted would be Goodsprings, Cartwright, Lester, Cairo, Holland, Ginn, Mount Roselle, Legtown, and Elkmont. Tornado is confirmed on the ground with this cell. Literally just come out. And looking at the radar, still it's hard to tell. So yeah, emergency management's reported a tornado on the ground with it, even though you can't even see it.
Hey, tornado warning remains in effect until 11:45 p.m. CDT for northern Limestone County. At 11:19 p.m. CDT, a confirmed tornado was located 11 miles northeast of Rogersville or 13 miles northwest of Athens, moving east at 40 miles per hour. Emergency management confirmed tornado with quarter-size hail. This tornado will be near Ardmore around 11:35 p.m. Other locations impacted by this tornadic thunderstorm include Goodsprings, Cartwright, Lester, Cairo, Holland, Ginn, Mount Roselle, Legtown, and Elkmont. KI4KWR, Skywarn Net Control.
Okay, finally. I do see a debris signature. Looking at my secondary radar here, correlation coefficient, I am seeing a debris signature now. It's south of Bethel currently. So it looks like that thing was touchdown, lift, and that's kind of what it's doing. But I do see it now under the correlation scan, looking at my secondary radar here. So going right near Bethel, that's going to be in Tennessee, in between the Alabama-Tennessee line, but Bethel is actually in Tennessee. It looks like it may have literally lifted right as it's getting along into Tennessee. I know I'm really confused by this. Yeah, right here, I will show you where it's showing up on the correlation scan on my other radar. It's not even showing up, I don't think, on this one. Actually, it is. Okay, his signature's done moved up into Tennessee. That one was a quick one between the scans, at least on my end. I'm still seeing some really good, a really good bow echo on this thing. So some really high winds, damaging winds along that. I'll be honest. I mean, looking at the computer models, it's a disaster, or it was when I just checked them. So, I mean, 3 to 4 a.m. seems kind of reasonable, to be honest, considering where the line's at right now versus 6 o'clock, 5 to 6. Yeah, I know that it has been incredibly. Yeah, my secondary radar is a radar scope, by the way. And I'm having to look at both of them, and it's really easy, to forget to check the other one because, you might have one showing something and then the other one not showing it, so it's, better to look. It looks like that rotation or area rotation has went up into Tennessee currently. I'm going to confirm that. Okay, it has moved up into Tennessee currently, so I don't expect that to be warned. But there is some damaging winds most certainly coming in on the backside. Or actually bowing it out, rather, toward Elkmont. So yeah, if you're in Elkmont, get ready for some destructive winds, possibly 60, maybe 60 plus mile an hour as the system rolls on through. And I do see another small area of rotation in there. So yeah, Elkmont, get ready for some destructive winds. That is coming your way. So yeah, that's a really good bow echo going toward Elkmont.
KB4CRT repeater.
All right, so I have 3 radars running now. I've got one of them that's showing reflectivity, the other one's showing relative velocity, and then I've got the one currently running. So, got a lot going on here in the background. That's for sure. So that tornado warning should be coming to an end pretty shortly. Looking along the line here, I'm not seeing anything else severe at the moment. But I can say this. So we're at 72 degrees right now at 11:28. It's pretty warm out. I do think they'll weaken a bit. Of course, they are showing to be doing exactly that, weakening a good bit. I'm going to scan it from a different radar because high top's still really high up. So as you can see, tornado warning up there. Nothing along the line here except for severe thunderstorm warning here. Not going to rule out, of course, another tornado warning until it gets, all the way through northwest Alabama. But we could be getting, transitioning to more toward a damaging wind threat as it gets along I-65 into the east. Won't fully rule out, though, anything until it gets along I-65. But just now in northwest Alabama at almost 11:30. So with it progressing as quick as it's moving now, it definitely could get into Jackson County, 2 to 3 maybe. But that will depend on a lot if it slows down or, looks like that maybe it's an interesting, that's an incredibly interesting signature up in Tennessee currently.
Skywarn Control. National Weather Service in Huntsville, Alabama has issued a tornado warning for northwestern Madison
So they're extending it out just a little bit more.
Northeastern Limestone County in north central Alabama. Moore County in middle.
And that is going to be due to rotations along the line there.
Until 12:30 a.m. At 11:29 p.m. CDT, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located 7 miles west of Ardmore, or 11 miles north of Athens.
13 miles.
At 45 miles per hour.
Good.
Radar indicated rotation. This dangerous storm will be near Ardmore around 11:35, Fayetteville around 12 a.m., Lynchburg around 12:20 a.m., Thames Ford Lake around 12:25. Other locations impacted by this tornadic thunderstorm include Elkwood, Howell, Delora, Hurdlow, Mimosa, Smithland, Hollingen, Laketown, Coldwater, and Blanche. Take cover now. Move to a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. KI4KWR, Skywarn at control.
So yeah, there's a tornado trying to develop up here in Tennessee. That's a really decent signature showing up on the radar. Of course, that's up in Tennessee. We do have some rotations, of course, along in this little area here near Elkmont. So that's what they're watching. They put a tornado warning up to be on the safe side with that. So yeah, there is some small rotations embedded in that line that's going up into Tennessee currently.
KWR, Skywarn at control. A tornado warning remains in effect until 11:45 CDT for northeastern Limestone County. At 11:31, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located 7 miles west of Ardmore, or 11 miles north of Athens, moving east at 45 miles per hour. Radar indicated rotation and quarter-size hail. This dangerous storm will be near Ardmore around 11:35. Other locations impacted by this tornadic thunderstorm include Laketown, Elkmont, and Hollingen. KI4KWR, Skywarn at control.
Yeah, there's a definitely a tornado trying to develop there along, looks like near Vina Mill, right on top of Vina Mill in Tennessee, moving to the northeast. Would not be surprised. Something confirming with that one near Elkton in Tennessee. That's a rather intense little radar signature. All right, so I'm gonna dig for some more information regarding the timing. These models are still not making any sense. All right, everybody. So that one that's going up into Tennessee. It's literally going to go right through Ardmore and up in Tennessee from there. So we're going to keep watching the line as it does progress east. Hopefully, I have a better timeline up shortly because these models are a mess right now. But thanks for watching. Going to take a quick break. Let's look at some questions here. Yeah, I know they've been showing 2 a.m. to 10 a.m. in the morning, and it's got me confused because there is nothing behind this. That's what's confusing. I know they're saying 2 a.m. to 10. That's because they're as uncertain as I am because the way these models are doing. So they're giving a heads up, but there's a lot of heavy rain behind this. I'm going to make sure that I'm not wrong, though. Make sure there's nothing else behind this. And then, of course, smallest radar around. Nothing but heavy rain. Let's move back to Arkansas. I mean, there's nothing behind this. So that just does not add up. The timing, does not add up. I'm going to go ahead and say I think around 2 a.m. That's what I'm going with. I know it says from 2 a.m. to maybe 10 a.m. in the morning, but right there is our system along I-65. Unless that thing stalls out, I don't see it taking that long, which it could. I mean, it very well could. Oh my gosh, that was terrible. I'm going to look at something else real quick. Let me open up another radar. Get another opinion. If hopefully it doesn't crash everything, because I got like 4 radars up. I'm pulling up another radar that is really good at telling you what the fronts are doing and everything, so I want to see if that thing is stalled out or if it's moving. Waiting on that to come up here. And it's not moving much. So it is stalled.
Are they seriously putting out a warning? Say that again. I can barely understand. Your audio is very weak. Are they seriously putting out a tornado warning an hour in advance? Over.
An hour in advance?
Yes, they are. You might want to look at radar.
What is going on? An hour in advance?
Yeah. It's been 10 years in the TV news business, including paying as a producer and paying attention to weather. Just shocked that they're doing something an hour in advance of the river crossing or any fire. Anybody.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so as you can see, we've got some odd stuff going on. I've never seen a tornado warning go out that far out, an hour in advance. So more than likely an error on their part. I mean, really more than likely an error on their part. But yeah, this system here, it is stalled. It's not moving much. The northern part of the system is moving, but the southern portion here over in Mississippi, it's not moving a lot. So, I mean, it's possibility some things could change. I'm looking at it through several different radars here. Yeah, so as you can see, I'm not the only one confused about things at the moment. Well, you see, I know some are saying between 5 to 6, but yet look where the storms are at right now. They're not that far away. The only thing I can figure is the northern part of this is moving, so it's pushing everything off to the northeast. Um, maybe the only explanation I could say is maybe it just this stuff here weakens out, kind of goes northeast, and then we have the stuff to the west. Since the system is stalled out, I mean, it's a possibility that it could take that long.
Going in, if so, please let me know the frequency so I can document it. KI4 KWR is network control.
And I think that's where all the confusion's coming in at. Because
Oscar 4, Echo, Bravo, India, Fayetteville, Tennessee, over. Sorry about that, I just put my pen down. Go ahead again, I'm sorry. Kilo, Oscar 4, Echo, Bravo, India, Northeast Tennessee, just outside of the Fayetteville, Tennessee city limits. We just now started to get a lot of rain up here, but a lot of rain, a lot of highways.
all right, so the northern part of this line is moving. So we've got this part of the storm system moving. That's why we're seeing such an advance with the storms here. So this part of the storm system is moving. Now let me cancel that out and move it back. And this part of the system is not moving much at all. It's actually kind of stalled out. So I think that might have something to do with it. We've got a stalled system, like kind of right in there. It's not moving much, and you can see that it's not moving much compared to the northern part there, where that's all bowed out and already across Florence to Town Creek, moving in our general direction. So there's some confusion, a lot of confusion regarding the timing. It's got to do with this system here because of the erratic behavior that it's, presenting currently. It being stalled out on one area and to the north of us, it's moving. So it's kind of some erratic behavior. We just really have to watch. Like I can just pretty much go with what they say around 2 a.m. to 10 a.m. in the morning. But we're going to have to watch it because, I mean, look how close it is to Jackson County already. I mean, look at that. Let me back it up and I can tell you how far it is. Okay. Looks like there's a tornado signature showing up right on top of Ardmore to the northeast.
Radar indicated rotation. Flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter.
Yeah, Fayetteville, Tennessee needs to be taking their tornado precautions because they've got a really intense rotation coming their way. Now, where was I?
Fayetteville around 12 a.m. Lynchburg around 12:20 a.m. Tims Fort Lake around 12:25 a.m. Other locations impacted by this tornadic thunderstorm include Elkwood, Powell, Elora.
These storms are 31 miles to the west of Jackson County. That's not far. It literally would not take till 10 o'clock in the morning for them to get there. So, so I'm just going to go out on a limb and give my opinion, okay? If I'm wrong, lecture me later about it. If I'm right, then, just you was warned ahead of time. So my thinking, this northern part of the line pushes on, possibly into northeast Alabama, getting into Jackson County around 2 o'clock, and it continues pushing on through ahead of the line there. Then the line to the west decides to start moving east, and then we have another line, another batch of that move in later on. That's one scenario. The other scenario would be, the other scenario we could be watching would be that this stuff continues northeast, pushes on up into Tennessee, maybe gets on into northwestern Jackson County, impacts some of them areas, and then way back here, let me get rid of this, and that's kind of where I'm leaning toward. And then way back here, later on, we get this stuff back here. The line finally starts to move east, and then we get some of this later on in the morning hours. That's the only two scenarios that I could think that would even make sense at this point. So we'll watch it and see if that's what happens. And it is getting really close, to Jackson County, still to the west, but we'll continue to watch it if that be the case. And hopefully we'll be able to make sense out of it pretty soon. But right now, all I can say is between 2 a.m. and 10 a.m. time frame. Yeah, northern parts of Madison County are under a tornado warning, but the main area of rotation is in Tennessee. They just passed north of Ardmore. Thanks, Goosebond, Weather Watcher. Hey, message me and let me know who you are. I've been wanting to know who you was for a while. I appreciate you watching and appreciate you sharing the info and doing a great job as well, so I appreciate you. All right, everybody, so we're going to take a break. And hopefully we'll have some more accurate information come out pretty soon. I hope so. I know I'm just as confused as everybody else is, and that's the only thing I could think of that would be, that would happen, really. So we'll watch it, see if that does happen, and we'll go live again if another warning comes on. So again, I want to tell everybody thanks for watching. Thanks so much. And if you would like to donate, there's how to do it. Please don't send stars. You're just wasting your money and you're sending them to Facebook, and I just can't get them. That's all I can say is I just can't get them. So if you want to send one, that's the way to do it. Cash App or PayPal. Of course, not a requirement. Just wanting to save you some money. That way you don't send stars and lose all of it. So just wanted to give that a heads up now. Seen some comments come through. Let me grab them real quick. The National Weather Service Huntsville is not responsible for the tornado sirens. Usually the local emergency management or even sometimes fire department or mayors. Sometimes they run those and they may have set them off. That's more likely the case. Again, Huntsville does not control the tornado sirens in the area. So if they do go off, for no reason, don't be mad at Huntsville because they don't control them. That's probably, what that is, Andrew. Be safe in Huntsville. And thanks for watching. But again, the line is coming in to Huntsville pretty shortly, but the tornadic part of it is up in Tennessee. So thanks again for watching. God bless. Have a great night, everybody. Make sure you got it set to receive warnings. I will go live if any more come up, but we're going to take a quick break, clean up a little bit, grab a bite to eat, and get ready for more storms. So have a great night. Make sure you have multiple ways to receive warnings, and we'll see you on the next update. Thanks again, everybody. I appreciate it.